Hello and welcome to another episode, another season of the Wood Skateboard Podcast. If you want to look for it on Spotify, it's the Wood Skateboard Podcast. I think there's another Wood podcast somewhere that has something to do with golfing or something like that. So this is not a golfing podcast. This is a skateboarding podcast. This is the official podcast of the Skate Gym located in Leander, Texas. And this is the first season. This is a new season, season 4. And we are now recording from the permanent location of the Skate Gym in our tiny little 2,000 square foot facility. And we're making it happen. This podcast is sponsored by, by Beware Skateboards, by Bone Crew. We have some other Leander companies all up in this mug. We have Day One Skateboards. We have Violent Grip Tape. Cherry's Wheels local. We have Orderlays out of San Antonio. 30 Clip out of San Antonio. There's Fritz Skateboards. Who else? We have this like local companies that I'm leaving out. I know I'm leaving out some, and I'm sorry, but I just wanted to give some shout outs to some of the local brands that we carry here and that help us and to help us carry on as well. And it's been amazing, all the support we've received. But today we have Kat here.
Hi.
Kat's been working at the Skate Gym, coaching at the Skate Gym as well, and has also been a local in Skate Gym 0.1 before we actually permanently booted up. So very thankful to have Kat around, and she'll now be the third female skater that we've interviewed. First it was Kat from Cherry's season 2 somewhere, and I think before that was Ebony, Ebony was before Kat, I believe, and maybe even season 1. So anyway, so now Kat.
Another cat. Yeah.
Another cat. So, what's up, Kat?
Nothing much. How are you doing? The place looks great. It's a lot more improved, more clean than the Pirate Skate Park. Yeah. How has it been?
Humble beginnings. So far, so good. The little space actually kind of works out. We have like a little flow going, as you know, and that you coach in as well. We've gotten a lot of good compliments about you and your coaching, and everything's starting to finally expand and blow up, partially in thanks to people like you as well. So Kat, tell me a little bit just about how long you've been skating first, and we'll just do like the elevator, like you're going up 10 floors in an elevator, who you are, how you start skating.
So I've been skating for about 2 years. I started when I was 17. But like I've always been interested in it. Where I grew up, it was just kind of the thing to do. So I don't know. It's always piqued my interest, but it took me a really long time to get started.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Lincoln City in Oregon on the coast. So the people that built Burnside are locals out there, Dreamland. They built my hometown park. It's big. It's big as hell. It's like they have a downstairs and then an upstairs, and they have a couple bowls.
It's an indoor park?
No, it's outdoors, but there's like a hill. It's like there's a bottom of the hill park and there's the top of the hill park. And so people call it upstairs and downstairs, and it's really big. It's no joke.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just like a local Grom there?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really one of the Groms because I kind of sucked, but there are some little kids out there like that when I was a little kid as well that were shredding, and then I kind of looked up to them a little bit, even though they were all boys. It was just like I really wanted to be as cool as they were.
Okay. And how old are you now?
19, yeah.
And how old were you then?
I was 17. Like that was probably, it took a couple years to like plant the seed in my head, because like growing up it was from like the ages of like 12 to like 17. I was around skaters all the time.
And like what about your first board and everything?
My first board was from Zoomies. We had an outlet mall, and so I went to the Zoomies in the outlet mall and I bought myself a little Cricut board. It was like a 7.5 or something. I still have the board. I barely skated it before I sized up a little bit. And yeah, I was gifted Ace trucks. I was gifted a gold pair of Ace trucks, which I'm still riding. So that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to whoever gave me those. That was a good gift.
That's a testimony to Ace trucks too.
Yeah, I know. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, and
Yeah.
they've held up.
And wheels.
Wheels. I originally, before I was skating cherries, I was skating Spitfires, and then before I was skating Spitfires, my like first wheel that I ever had was the Girl and Sanrio collab. The wheels were pretty.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
They're
hard to
sick.
find now.
I have them in my closet
Really?
still. Yeah, they're used, so they're not really in good shape, but they're okay.
Man, look up any type of Sanrio Hello Kitty boards or equipment on eBay.
Yeah, they're expensive.
It's like,
probably.
super expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard to find. I've tried to stock some in here, and I'm just like, no way, I'm not
Yeah,
paying
it's
like
not
100.
worth it. Yeah.
Now I guess we can kind of get a little more in depth with like how you started skateboarding, what the scene was like there, what it was like kind of being, like you said, one of the only girls when all these groms are there ripping, these little boy groms and stuff. So tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, my hometown is not necessarily like rough, but it has a little bit of grit to it. So there was definitely like part of it was just trying to find a space for myself in a space that there wasn't really any space for me, because it was kids that had grown up skating like since their entire life.
Like skate families or just...
Yeah, like skate fan, like their parents worked for Mark, their parents worked for Dreamland, or like their like brothers or sisters, or not sisters, but their brothers like rode for Thrasher or some shit like that,
So industry kids.
Yeah, so it was just like hard to come into that, because also at the same time it's just like, I don't know, that there's like a gatekeepiness about it. Yeah, it was just like, it was kind of rough because I don't know, they just set shit on fire, and we were rowdy. They were rowdy little kids, and like,
It's just like a hash sesh.
yeah, it was just like a fuck around, like, we're gonna drink beer, we're gonna go cause problems at like the local like grocery store. We live in the middle of nowhere. There's nowhere else to do, like nowhere else to go wreak havoc besides the skate park and like the places around the skate park. So
like, basically like the backwoods redneck kids were skaters.
yeah, no, like they threw rock. Like there was this one, like I saw a lot of fights. I saw people throw rocks through windows. I saw people pee in other people's car. They set the park on fire a couple of times and got clipped skating it while it was on fire. Like it was definitely not like, I don't know. It's not much like Cedar Park.
Yeah.
So it was also hard as a girl because sometimes it just like wasn't safe to be out, because like we had like the local like homeless dude that was, and up north they're a little bit more volatile than they are here. They're a little bit like, the homeless guys here are just kind of like, hey, what's up, man? But up north they're like kind of scary a little bit, and so like growing up, my mom didn't really want me out that late, and she didn't really want me at the skate park by myself at all, and like. That's something that I just recently conquered. That like I just recently got her to be okay with me being out at the skate park at night by myself.
At like house park and stuff.
Yeah, because I'm like, Mom, it's okay. Like, yeah, like nothing's happened. Like nothing's gonna happen.
Well, you have like a whole crew of people watching out for you now. Like everybody knows you pretty much.
Well, that's the thing, is like I'm never really alone.
Yeah.
That was the thing though, is that like the community was not willing to like be up in, like if you go up into Portland, they have like a good number of girls, and they're all really sweet, and like, but it's not the same on the same scale that they have in Austin. It's still not as many ladies as they have in Austin, and there's still some like division within the girls up north about like how you present yourself. There's still this push up there that like you have to present as masculine in order to be respected. But like, I don't know, there are a lot of girls I know that wear skirts, that wear makeup, that like, and they do good. They do exactly the same as everyone else.
Yeah, no, that's a huge thing that I've seen lately in skateboarding is like girls who skate who like want to be feminine, and it's totally cool. You don't have to be totally masculine to skate and like wear baggy pants and just like some, double extra large shirt and stuff. And like you can, I mean, I'm a girl dad, and my girls, they like my little girl, she loves to skate and stuff, but she still likes to be girly, like,
Well, and that's the thing is like it's really sad to see like people trying to push kind of how the sport should look when like it is really not about that. Like it's just a fun thing to do, like it's a good way to build your confidence. It's a good way to meet people. It's a good way to just like really change your life. Honestly, it's a very constructive thing. And so I think that focusing on like the style or the aesthetic, it's something that's done a lot in the sport is like oh, do we look cool? Do we look cool? But it's like, man, fuck that. Like, sorry, but frick that. Like,
it's okay. You can cuss.
It's like,
yeah, no, I mean, the skateboarding is a lifestyle. But it can also be a sport. It can almost be kind of like a martial art if you want it to. It can be a lot of different things. I don't think there's any one real way to like pinpoint skateboarding. So what do you think it is?
Man, I think it's a sport. I honestly, actually, I think that it is, it's kind of my life a little bit, I came to Austin and I didn't really know anyone, and I had just gotten out of high school, and high school was awful for me. I spent all of high school, like I moved right after my freshman year, and I was the only new kid in my entire time at that school, and I was bullied relentlessly. It was awful. And then I dated this guy who was also awful, and it was just a culmination of just awfulness. And then I came to Austin, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? And so I went to Brushy, and I met one of the girls from Cherries over there. Her name's Morgan, and I love her to death. And I just waved at her. Waved at her, flashed a smile at her, and we started talking, and she introduced me to Kat and Ebony and like all of the other girls from Cherries, and she started taking me to House Park. And like I couldn't, like I don't know, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't rock to fakie. I could barely ollie, but she kind of like took me under her wing a little bit. And I don't know, all of like everything that I have in Austin is because of skateboarding and because of the community that's given to me. Like all of my friends, or at least most of my friends, I've met through the skate park, and like I've experienced a lot in the past year, and like some good, some bad, but like it's just been I don't know. It's all been because of skateboarding, honestly. Yeah, it's gotten me through a lot. It's motivated. It's given me a routine too, because it's like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna go get up, go to the skate park, go do work, like
come to the skate gym.
Yeah, come to the skate gym. Like that's pretty much my routine.
And you're already passing it on to other people, like coaching new people.
It's super sick. Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so it's not just a sport.
Yeah, it's not just a sport.
Okay, and so tell me a little bit about what it's like teaching other people how to skate.
I mean, it's kind of encouraging because it's like, okay, I like seeing how quickly everyone progresses, because it's like we see people like once a week, and then every week they just get a little bit better, especially the little kids. And also it's a nice reminder to like just not take everything so seriously, because this is it's a serious sport. People are very serious when it comes to skateboarding.
Oh yeah.
But like it's just like a nice reminder to be like, it's okay to have fun. It's okay to be silly. Like You don't have to, because like, you know, people stand at the skate park, they like mean mug everyone. They're like
The cool
smoking
guy,
a joint, like
the old crusty park cleanup guys that walk around scuffling, muttering under their breath about how everybody needs to respect the spot.
Yeah, and so when you have like some little girl come in with like glittery light up shoes on, and she's just like having time, it's like, okay, like it's I don't know, it's nice to see, and it's nice. It's just all nice. Like, it's just like, this is sick.
That's cool. So skateboarding has kind of been like a positive thing. And it started out in Oregon to me. So tell me, you know, I'm going to just kind of rephrase this. So you were in Oregon, you were skating. There was a total Hesh scene there, but it created that spark for you to want to skate. And it gave you kind of something that you could bring to Texas with you that was positive from some negativity that you left behind there, and kind of gave you a key to a fresh start in a way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I guess I just didn't know what else to do when I came here. I was like, okay, well, everything here is different. This is the one thing that I know how to do that like I can do here. So that's what I did. And it turned out fine. Turned out good, actually. It turned out way better than the situation I had back up there. And, like, honestly, a lot of that, like, was just, like, the fact that where I grew up is so small. It's just like, dude, like, there's nothing to do other than terrorize the people that you grew up with, you know? Like, there's nothing to do other than be a menace to one another.
Yeah. That's how a lot of small towns are, you know, kind of closed communities. And, I mean, even in big cities with people that can't get out of their hood, too, you know? So,
yeah, it's just like there's nothing to do. It's just like bruise.
Yeah.
Just bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's just crazy, mind-blowing to me to think that like the small town rednecks are skateboarders.
No, and they're really fucking good. Too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They're, like that's like they're the best of the best because they're tough.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it reminds me of kind of like the early 2000s, like hobo core skaters, like Dan Drabel and stuff.
Oh my god, that's exactly what my hometown is. Is like they're still stuck in that little like area.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love it, dude. I love that style of skateboarding.
I like it too. It's like it's like comforting.
Just flannel Dickies pants, just unshaven.
Yeah,
just, like,
that's
looking
exactly
like a bum
what they.
just,
That's
like,
exactly how they come out of Lincoln City.
Yeah. Portland hobo core. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit about like your 3 favorite skaters or your little Mount Rushmore of skaters.
My Mount Rushmore of skaters definitely consists with Nora Vasconcellos right at front and center. I just think she's a badass, and I don't know. I like her shoes. I want to get a pair of her shoes. I met her, and she's really sweet. And then after Nora, I don't know if I want to say someone I know or not. I think I'm gonna say Miss Cat from Cherries, just because she's done a lot, you know. She's strong as hell, and she's always doing shit. She's always doing an event. She's always working on some new design and she's pushed a lot for the women in our community. She's like, her Cherries has done a lot for like as how women are viewed in Austin. Like we have it really nice over here because of like, not solely because of like that, but Cherries has helped like develop a healthy respect in the scene, at least locally for girls, you know, because there's strength in numbers. And then my last skater is probably Curran Caples, because he's handsome.
All right,
because he's handsome. That's mine.
Handsome boy, Curran Caples.
Oh, he's beautiful. He kind of looks like Timothy Chalamet, just a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
I'm old, man. Curran Caples to me is like a little kid.
Yeah. No, he's young.
Yeah. Okay. So like previously, women in skateboarding, like I knew like Alyssa Steamer, and that's about it, you know, from like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. But like there's been this development of concrete skate parks which have kind of created a safer place for women to go to, and that are not like ditches or crusty backyard ramps. So like, let's talk about that a little bit, you know, about the skate park versus street versus ditches and stuff like that. Like, do you feel like that's
Honestly,
safer at skate parks?
Yes.
Okay.
Because growing up, we had quite a few backyard ramps, and we had quite a few like options for skating street. But it's just like, do you want to go out and stand out in the middle of the night in the street and like risk getting? Because like the cops would trespass you everywhere that was well lit in my hometown. Like, so the only places that you could go skate were like sketchy, like, you know, because the cops would come everywhere else.
Yeah.
Because there was like the mall was like prime. They had a couple of stairs. And it was just, I don't know. So yes and no. I feel like skate parks, like they allow for like a congregation of maybe some not nice people, but most of the time it's a lot better than going out and like standing by a freeway, or like going out and standing, like even like going around downtown Austin, like right now. I've done that like twice. And every time I feel like, oh damn, this is a little bit awkward, because like what if someone snatches me off the side of the street?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's not really something that goes away though as a woman. Like it's something that like fear of like, oh shit, what if something happens right now? Like you kind of always have to be like looking around, and like you just never can be too like careful, I guess.
But I guess like a public skate park's a little less stabby and rapey than
like a ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like even, oh god, even just like, yeah, just a ditch, or like even some just stair sets that are out, like they're out like out of the way of the walkway.
Some
a little
weird
bit.
industrial park in a dark hidden alley somewhere. Yeah.
We should push for more young men to be aware of that, the like connotation, because I've had some guys start taking me to some weird ass spots, and I'm like, you must think that I'm insane. You must think that I'm stupid.
5 guys going to a dark alley.
Like, you must think I'm dumb. Like, like,
who was that swimmer kid that got off of the charges?
Oh my god, I have no
raping that girl in the back alley.
I know
like,
who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the last thing a woman wants to do is get in that type of situation.
No, I know. So you gotta just
which
better
sucks.
safe than sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, public skate parks are a good thing.
Public skate parks are a good thing.
Yeah,
they
for all the people.
safe, you know?
Yeah, for all those like hesh dudes talking trash about public skate parks. Like, there's a reason. You know?
Yeah, there's a reason. Well, and if you go down to like House isn't that bad. Like House isn't that bad. Like I'd rather take my chances at House rather than go down to Lizard Ditch. You know, Lizard Ditch is scary as hell. Okay,
it can be. Yeah,
like at night, I would not go to Lizard Ditch, but I'd go to House at night.
Yeah,
circumstantially.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to something a little more, well lit.
Well lit.
Let's talk about your favorite boards and like board companies and things like that.
Honestly, I like Real.
And like brands. Yeah.
I like Real. I didn't really like Real because I thought everything that they had was kind of ugly until I got a Real board a couple of years ago, and then I looked into their designs because I'd only really ever seen like the plain like Real logo, and but I looked into their designs and I was like, oh damn, this is kind of hard, and a lot of them, I like a lot of them are just popsicle shapes, and I like a good popsicle shape. I like a good like original, like I know what I'm getting. I don't have to adjust to that. I skate kind of a big board too.
What size?
I skate like an 8.5.
Okay.
So, but I like the way that I like whatever wood Real uses. It's nice.
Any particular tricks or style that you like the best? Like a trick. Say, what's your favorite trick you can do, and what's your favorite wish list trick?
My favorite trick I can do is probably just like a backside layback on the ramp. That's fun. It's fun to like squat down and get back up. You can like feel the ramp. Because like when you squat up from it like you pump a little bit. It's silly. But it's fun. And my like wish list trick is probably I just want to be able to back disaster. Like I know that I probably could, but like it's just like damn, that's so scary.
Those are
you
hard.
know?
It took me 49 years to learn a back D.
Uh,
Or 41 years
Wow.
of skating. I just learned one in there a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, with Maggie.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
hadn't ever. It was like that. I could probably do it, but it's
But
just
it's
like
scary,
Yeah, and I just
yeah.
never just did it, you know. So yeah,
Yeah, I need to like I don't know practice some aggressive slash grinds or something. Yeah.
that's cool. Do you have any like shout outs you want to give?
Shout out the skate gym. Come skate here. Come hang out. Shout out Cherry's Wheels. I love you, Kat. I love you, ladies. And shout out the Bone Crew. Those are my 3 sponsors. Yep.
Right on. Okay. Well, thanks for being you. Thanks for working here, for coaching here, and yeah, thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for having me.
Right on.